Should I make it sound easy? Is there value in simplicity? I mean, the gnosis is secret, comes to us. We can say we kill it by naming it, but it's immortal. It can only find you. And so, thinking, communicating, meaning, why? In 2017, I had a desire to express. I didn't know what. I thought maybe I might write a book, a couple books. I had many ideas, but then I thought maybe I should create a publishing company, then a book, then I'd do more things and add them in, and then I was like starting to look at all these illusions for new delusions to come to form. You know, I'm thinking of how... Okay, so then I'm inspired here. I'm out of this doldrum of Dante's Inferno. I got pulled into the light of day. I didn't realize it. Then I start to bring the spirit to form. I get into the body, I start doing new routines, I started to move, and I was channeling the energy. Then ideas were coming to me, they were rising within me. I was in hermit mode for a long time. Then I started to ask questions. I didn't care if the conspiracy is external, it was the one within, with which gave life to meaning for all other things, and it's that curious ignorance, the spark. So I was looking for something to burn, and I'm thinking, why to express? What is the meaning? Then it came to me, it was to express meaningful potential. That was a weird, nebulous term in my head for about a year, and then 2018, I realized there was a deeper shift within me, and that was a good impetus to stand, but it was not the end game. It was just an icon, because I will always express meaningful potential. Everyone that ever lives will. It is only us who trivialize. We're learning the language, and I slowly started to understand languages, but not the kind in the books. The languages of life. Patterns, the seasons, the cycles, the perturbations, archetypes spoke, mythologies live, and dynamic change, the power which disempowers is the only game in town. How do you honor something so pure it cannot even be in existence because it is indistinguishable? You learn, you realize the powers within your language of self, and you compassionate yourself. That's the closest meaningful term I can come to. What is the fucking value? Beyond the mind, it is in the feeling. The feeling is not just one thing, it is all things. The 10,000 things plus. The oneness we speak of and all that conceptualizations for shared communal logos. So I learned the languages, and then the tools. I found the tools, played with the tools, learned the tools, still learning the tools. So this world is cataclysm of consciousness, Aquarius, fixed cross apocalyptic cycles. First is the cataclysm of consciousness, then the rumblings of the miasmas of the past, all the echo loops, not just the trauma, but the healing. Not just the bad, but the good. It is all life. It's creative. It is the control of chaos is in the casting of our own replications. So these things help us to realize, to know what questions are worthy of our attention and what are not. To learn this language of life. Why might you? And so the feeling thing, all things. How do you be open to all things when the world seeks to control? It cannot control all things, so it must narrow the scope to illusions. One thing with many sides, maybe 8. But then you step back and you see something else moving over the top of that. You step back, there's something else. And then you realize it's within here. This is the only place, this sense of selfdom. The world seeks to charge us just to be. We are sinners to be born in this place because we are so pure. It must be taken and used, noble sacrifice for the archonic possessions of long lost trauma loop convictions, but which were once noble and beautiful. You know, this is the wisdom of the crone. This is part of the energy of Saturn in Aquarius. Knowing the value of the self through the denial, the void which was created so that misery may be born. What kind of beauty can that bring to existence but through wisdom? A noble purity in spirit through the darkness. It's within everyone. It is the denial. That is the light on the river from the star card. It comes up, it meets the elements within the bloodline, within us. And the wisdom of the crone informs rather than exforms separation. So that's true integration, part of Uranus, the remembrance. Mother of invention is the necessity. That's the burning ignorance, being named and form. So I'm rambling on things here. There might be a point I'm trying to get to. Dynamic languages. So, it's good to hear perspectives. It's better to hear perspectives when you have a sense of yourself not quite in the knowledge that you've acquired, but within the the ignorance you have acknowledged. You will never lose your skills. You will only grow them. So might as well add more by releasing what no longer serves, what binds you to the convictions of statics in this vast isness. Western tropical astrology, EA focused, Dane Rudier oriented, open to all perceptions and ideas and systems, yet untethered. If you can get into that kind of a perspective with dynamic languages like astrology, then you can do well for yourself. And by doing that, you do well for others. Now, I can teach astrology if you're interested. I might do a class here. If you are interested, reach out to me, just let me know. And I will get back to you. Otherwise, if you're interested in a reading, reach out to me and I would be more than happy to help you. Alright, thanks for watching, listening, and being.